Welcome to the moment of truth, another enlightening class. Many people are actually angry about the way Sunday Adelaja insults our intelligence. This person wrote, I heard him say, he will tear the whole thing down, meaning Nigeria and rebuild it again. I wonder if he's still thinking of ripping Nigeria down and rebuild it. Here comes Sunday Adelaja. He talks about everybody. He tears everybody down. If you see the way he tear Pastor Kumuyi down and what was it called? Deeper Life. You'll be sorry. The way he tears down Adeboye, Oyedepo, everybody. So, I cannot stand this hypocrisy. It's just too much. I want you to watch this till the end with all the proofs, and I'll be back with the rest of my thoughts. Stay tuned till the end.
In that money that is meant for the poor of this world to build, to buy property, and we are bragging with ourselves. I have been with the top ministers in the world. I know them all, and I've sat down together with them on the same table in the same room, and I know what they talk about in the back what they call it, back. Pastors talk about most of the time is how many people they have in church. Then number two, they talk about how big their church is. So that it's about pride and bragging and all that. And then they talk about their budget, how much money they collect. And then they talk about what they use the money, how big their property is, what are the plans they have to expand their property, to get a new building and to build a new bigger one, a bigger capacity. It's all about ego. It's all about pride. It's all about I am bigger than you. I have a bigger territory. I have a bigger this. I have a bigger that. That is why I had to shake my heart and I had to walk away from the pulpit ministry of just having crowd.
You didn't walk away, they chased you out.
To do ministry differently. And my own emphasis about ministry now is one-to-one, individually. I now understood what Jesus meant when he will gather the crowd, minister to them, but he will withdraw to go and minister to one-on-one, to go and minister to people one-on-one, to go and minister with his.
He's lying. We all know that they forced him out, put him under house arrest. And I'm going to show you now.
The blessed kingdom of God for all nations.
The same thing he accused others for. He's doing it right now. They are blowing his trumpet here.
Who has been privileged to speak in the United Nations Israeli Parliament.
Isn't that what he was saying about other pastors? Although they are lying for him there, I've done a full video about that, if you can watch it in my other videos. So, Sunday Adelaja is irritating a lot of people. That is why it's hard for people to forgive him. What we are asking is for him to shut up! Shut up! And stop talking about other pastors. Leave the bloggers to do it. Let's move to his wife now, flaunting their stolen house. Let's continue.
Hello. Thank you that you invited me to your home. Can we ask you a few questions? First of all, let me compliment you. You're so bright and beautiful today. Thank you very much. How is your mood today? I feel better than anyone.
Here comes the boss Adelaja. Here comes the enduring wife of Sunday Adelaja. They're both evil. She's from Osun State. She's a marine goddess. And we know who Sunday Adelaja is. Sunday Adelaja belongs to all the courts in the whole world. So after he stole from Ukrainians, they demoted him. They took some powers from him because they empowered him and he used the power to destroy them. So they demoted him. Russians too demoted him spiritually. See how he's flaunting their house. You know why she's doing that? She's doing that. This was, I think in 2016 or 2018. This is to lure people, because before they can tell you that they will make you a millionaire, they want to first of all show to you that they themselves, they are millionaires. You see what Papa J is doing? Billionaire pastors. So this is one of their tricks. So when you see things like this, you say, they have millions. They are billionaires, truly. If they introduce business to me, they will not tell you how they make the billions, how they build the house and everything. But what they will not tell you, they will not tell you that they build it with people's blood, people's money. Sunday Adelaja stole $100 million from both Ukrainian government and its members. So about 5 people by themselves when a gunman took the gun to the church when the King Capital collapsed. You know King Capital is like MMM. He asked all his members to donate money in that purse and all that, and he used all the money and say the capital collapsed, the King Capital collapsed. He thought he would get away with it. People started committing suicide. One man took down to the church, like I said, killed 4 people in the church, and eventually killed himself. So the news is everywhere. But because everything was in Ukrainian language and Russian, only the Russian and Ukrainians knows about Sunday Adelaja then. We Africans, we do not know. Only the few Africans that are in Ukraine and Russia, but they didn't, their voice didn't go anywhere. So they took him to court. Ukrainians supposed to put him in prison, life imprisonment. How they manage to reduce his life imprisonment to house arrest, only God knows. See how Bosa is flaunting the stolen house there, and she knows everything. This is what I'm saying to you about all these pastors' wives. They are as evils as their husband. But one thing they don't know, this thing they are doing will affect their children. Their children will suffer for it. All of them are going through a lot. They are going through a lot. Their children are nothing to write home about. Their children are suffering. Grandchildren suffering. Everybody suffering. Now, the war came, and this house now is being used by Ukrainian army for rehabilitation. You know, the Ukrainian army that's sick, the doctors, whoever they want to treat and everything. Anyway, the government has taken over. Before, it is the government's house because it's 2 buildings. So this one is the flat of Sunday Adelaja. I've been there. So where the downstairs is where he uses to do the HMT, where he's robbing Nigerians, Africans, and everybody. So the other building is for the government. The government has taken the other building. So the reason why they didn't kick them out was that his wife and his children were young at the time when they issued out the judgment. So they left this flat for them. They are still using it to dupe people, to call themselves a millionaire. I don't know if this is not a deception. I don't know if what they are doing is not even anger God. Of course it is anger God because it's people's money and the judgment is upon them. So for them to be doing all this, I don't know how they manage to go to bed to sleep. They have no conscience. Until today, this boss is still fighting here and there, fighting people's spiritual. See the way she looks there. She looks like 60 years old because the pressure was just too much. She also teaches at HMT, and her own arrogance, her own pride. One day I had to confront her, and because she was behaving as if we were in kindergarten, that she knows everything, asking her questions, and if you didn't get the question right, the way she will react and everything. And I said, excuse me, are we in kindergarten? People there cannot talk. Oh, I don't know what wrong with Africans. So I don't know what wrong with Africans. So I was the only one talking. I challenged her. I said, excuse me. Till today, she didn't forgive me. And who cares? Who cares? So me, I got my mouth to talk. All this evil they are doing, we shouldn't allow it. So, and that's why I keep talking every day. Because someone told me that she's even calling herself a pastor on Facebook. And they are both scamming people together as we speak. So she's not a pastor, nobody ordained there, nobody ordained Sunday Adelaja. I've already made a video, posted a video how he started his church. He used his own mouth that for the first five years, he could not get a single person to come to his church because the white people don't follow black people. That's the truth. He used his own mouth to say it. That was after the war. He wouldn't have said that before the war. But now after the war, he wanted to be accepted in the Nigerian community because he said that on one of the Africans platform in order to raise money for him and all that. And he told other more lies as well, which I go there and I say something. I contacted the owner of that channel and I actually sent them a video of Sunday Adelaja, and they too they realized it that he's a liar. I want to put another video there now where this same boss saying all sort of things that does not exist about Sunday Adelaja. Stay tuned till the end.
Like myself. So in this topic, it's like I'm alone and I have to do it. And I'm very, very, very happy to do it. And I would like to seize the opportunity to wish Pastor Sunday a blissful, a blessed, a blossoming birthday. He has lived. And I just pray you are a blessing. Your life has not been in vain. And I'm one of the benefactors of your wonderful life. So happy birthday, many happy returns, and God's blessing. So like I mentioned earlier, the topic I'll be treating is congratulating pastor as a family man. The life of a man is comprised of 52 years, and out of these 52 years, we've been married for almost 25 years. And if we've been married for almost 25 years, that means I've known Pastor Sunday for about 26 years. So I can say that I've known him for half of his lifetime on earth. Not bad. So we'll go to the next slide. It's been a good adventure, and he's really a family man. A family man is not just a married man. A family man is a man that understands what it means to be the head of a family. Can we go back to the second slide, please? So family man is a person that is mentally prepared for marriage, before marriage, and the one who keeps the pace of his responsibility even after marriage. So I won't call, I don't think the dictionary will call every married man a family man. Let's go back to the first slide, please. So a family man is a responsible married man. A family man is a man who is taking responsibility for his family. A family man is a person that understands the span, and I can confirm to that, that when it comes to family, when I'm being asked about to give an assessment to Pastor Sunday as an husband, I always say he is trying. He's trying to be a good husband, because it's a process. Being a husband and being a wife, or being anything in
You
life.
just heard the understanding wife of Sunday Adelaja. He said marriage is a process. So for 25 years, she knew about all the mess about and everything. You will see her signature in the letter of Apostle Toph and all that. Let's go to the next slide. Stay tuned to the end, please.
Confirming that Apostle Yusuf's stuff is or was never wrote any letter, and that no, these are three lies, and that not a single woman has come out to accuse DSA of sexually violating them. But how can DSA just openly and blatantly lie about these things against this overwhelming evidence? First of all, that DSA Apostle Toph was not a spiritual father. We have shown this before from this site
his
here.
own website.
This is site.
Now let's read. Now I want to read. Now they are just trying to say, oh, DSA knew he wasn't.
Just want to take it for a little bit.
Okay. Now it says here. See, read the article on how to effectively overcome masturbation here. Now this is the same side. Now listen to this. Pastor Sunday has always submitted his life and ministry to the oversight of his spiritual father, Apostle Toph, Ulysses, who is aware of his challenges and victories. Yes, the challenges, Toph is aware of that, because we are going to go to Toph's letter. But the victories, Toph is not aware of that, and you find out that. He says, so you see, so this is DS's website, his blog, confirming that Ulysses Toph was a spiritual father. But DSA in his interview with Anu is lying to the whole world that Toph was never his spiritual father. So I mean, so you can imagine. For any clarity, listen to this. Please feel free to consult him directly, which I have done, and he has written back to me.
Yes, I did contact Toph, his office. You know that, and Toph also wrote back to me to confirm that indeed he was, DSA's spiritual father, and he wrote that letter. So it's not hidden. So I've done videos about that before, and there's some clips here to that effect as well.
Just in case you don't know. autotoph@belsal.net, or you could go get in touch with Pastor Sunday's wife, Bosse Adelaja, for further clarification. See to that. He says we would like to say we need the prayers of all our friends as well as well-wishers at this time. Again, be at peace, because Sunday Adelaja is okay, but we will appreciate your continuous prayers, especially for the persecution and lawsuit that has been going on for the last 7 years. No, the persecution wasn't persecution, it was an accusation of fraud. Just say it as it is. Now, listen to, let's keep going. See this at the end. Look who signed it. Signed by the Council of Elders of the Embassy of the Blessed Kingdom of God. Because all 2016, right? It will begin to ring a bell. 2016 is ringing a bell, right? So when DSA begins to lie and tell you that he got some kind of vision for Africa, it is a lie. For Nigeria, it was circumstantial. DSA, the truth about you get to see from this video that DSA, his church had been messed up after Bishop Ulysses Toph released that letter. Hundreds of his pastors resigned. He was in court for fraudulent charges. The sexual allegations were upon him. His church crumbled from a church of about thousands, over 25,000 or so that used to come for his annual convention, to about 500 people in his church now. And because he was locked up in Ukraine, where else will he turn to? The gullible African crowd.
Can you believe that same Bosse that her signature is in the dismissal letter of Sunday Adelaja? It's online, I cannot put it here again because I've used it in so many times and he has reported me for reuse, so I cannot put the letter there. But you can contact Apostle Toph yourself if you can't find it online, but it is online. You have to dig deep. So can you believe that the same Bosse is saying all that rubbish you heard in that video? My own is to enlighten you, to open your eyes so before you land into hot water. These people are evil. There's no Christ in them. It's all about money, fame, connections, and all that. No Christ in them. You have to know God for yourself. A lot of people have done videos about Sunday Adelaja. I'm not the only one, but he's burying people's videos. He's burying it. How they are doing it, I do not know. He doesn't want the video to get into people's reach. But we will continue. No retreat, no surrender. Until Sunday Adelaja, let my people go. I will see you on my next video. Bye for now.